Commercial speaking. How may I help you?
Hey, can I just get a McChicken, please?
Anything else, Steve, today?
That'll be it.
Your total's 112 at the first window.
All right, thank you.
You have the McChicken?
Yes.
Right.
Thank you. You too. So I may have messed up. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Jeffish. I'm Jeff. Let's talk about fish. Now, I'm here at Petco getting some supplies for my next build. Spoiler alert, it's sand. And I just want to talk to you guys about the Fowler's Toad Enclosure. If you saw last week's video, we got the wall built, everything's straight, it's just time to scape. Today, I was sitting there editing what was supposed to be this video, which was scaping out the Fowler's Toad Enclosure. It looked awesome. Toads really loved it. It looked spectacular. It was great. And then it flooded. Don't worry, all the toads are fine. I was able to get everybody out. Luckily, I was there when it started to happen. It just sprung a leak, and water started to pour in. So I was able to get everybody out and get them in a safe enclosure. But the structural integrity of that wall just is not good. This build has really become a headache for me, man. Things are just not going right. But in everything that goes wrong, for every door that closes, another one opens. And I'm actually really happy with how the new spin on this build ended up turning out. So basically, both sides have to have water. That's just it. It's not watertight. So what I decided to do is to fill both sides with water to make 2 fish tanks. Now, if you saw the All My Pets video, like in the description, you'll notice that there was you remember the live bears tank on the top. Really, the main point of this was I wanted to get that empty because the next build that I'm doing is going to require that tank. So, watch out for that. So I really wanted to get those fish out of that tank. You might also remember the small tank I had under the goldfish tank that was just full of guppy babies and live bear babies, basically. With the new setup, what I was able to do is just split the two and put all the babies on one side and all the adults on the other side. That was able to clear out 2 tanks for me. So, because the toads are so small right now, my next plan is to put those in the 10-gallon that had the babies in. Now, that's perfectly fine for right now. They're gonna have to be upgraded at some point when they get bigger, but that's a long ways away. Typically, I don't like raw tanks. I like to just put animals in the tanks that they're gonna stay in. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the raw tank. And right now, it's gonna be a big help. But we're not losing our work because we're still gonna be able to get that waterfall effect. Because both sides are mostly filled with water, well, one side all the way filled, one side mostly filled, I'm gonna be able to use the full canister filter to do that overflow thing, which I'll show you in the build. But basically, it's gonna be more powerful than the leak. So by filling up one side less than the other, we're still gonna be able to get our waterfall effect. It's really cool, man. I really like it. So without further ado, here's the build. So the first step is to get some substrate down. We're gonna go ahead and steal that from this live bears tank. The goal is to empty this guy out anyway. As you can see, I've kind of been using it as a plant storage area recently. So let's get this guy cleared out. Well, all right, that's basically everything. I decided to go ahead and start scooping out the substrate now and just use any kind of cup for this. It's gonna make the water really cloudy, and I don't know why I didn't get everything out before I started that. So do that and drain all the water and then do this. But if for some reason you can't, this is always an option, but it's gonna get the water really dirty, so. Now that I've got enough substrate to fill up this side of the tank, I'm gonna go ahead and drain all the water out of the original live bears tank. Like I said, I probably should have just done this from the jump. Now it's time to get this duckweed out. I want to save this because it's going to look really nice in the new scape. And I'm choosing a comb for this. A lot of people use a net, but I prefer to use a comb. Now it's time to net the fish. Now you might notice in this clip that I'm wearing a slightly different Hawaiian shirt. I had already filmed this back when I was doing the escape for the toads before the thing broke. So this is some soil I had on hand in a bag, and then I got this driftwood from the top tank, the live bear's tank. I really wanted like a little volcano fixture for this one, so the first step is to stack up some rocks in like a mountainous form. I chose to do this before I put the water in, just in case I start up any of the substrate, it's less likely to muck up the water. Once you're done with that, just take an air pump and run the hose under the substrate into the center of your volcano. This will give you that nice Nemo bubbles effect. Now it's time to throw some fish in here. So this is the adult side. So this is all the fish that were in the live bear's tank up top. Now I do want to mention that the reason we're putting fish in so quickly is that all the soil and the filter media, they all came from other tanks, so they were already established. They were full of good bacteria, and that's the reason this tank is safe to throw your fish in the same day. Typically on a build like this, if you're using new stuff, you're gonna wanna wait at least a week, or add some chemicals, or take some precautions, which I'm sure we're gonna get into in future videos. And now that takes care of all the adults, but we gotta do something with these babies. We're gonna be throwing these guys in the side of the aquarium that was originally meant to be an aquarium. This thing will get in focus. There we go. There's all the babies. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. That's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, no toads were hurt in making this video. To be honest, I think I like it better than what I had planned. So as always, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time.